So what was this Doc and Marty thing? Oh, it was like this short animated thing where Marty keeps having to, the dog to solve all their problems. What? He has to the old guy. Oh, you're a real sinner, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, so definitely turn that down a notch. Understood, sir. So what's Rick... So, you have an animated show for me? Yes, sir, I do. It's called Rick and Morty, and it's based off a short called The Real Animated Adventures of Doc and Marty, which is based on Back to the Future. That's a lot of layers. Yeah. So what was this Doc and Marty thing? Oh, it was like this short animated thing where Marty keeps having to, the dog to solve all their problems. What? He has to the old guy. Oh, you're a real sinner, aren't you? Yeah. Yeah, so definitely turn that down a notch. Understood, sir. So what's Rick and Morty about? Well, it's about a kid named Morty and his grandfather Rick, and they go on crazy interdimensional adventures. Oh, what kind of adventures are we talking? The kind where I take various movies and TV shows and just kind of mash them together. Oh, really? Yeah, we've got an episode that's like a parody of Nightmare on Elm Street meets Inception. We've got another that's Jurassic Park meets Fantastic Voyage. Just mashing existing things together? That's gonna save a lot of time in writing. Oh, yeah. What kind of jokes are we gonna make? A whole lot of the immature kind, like poo-poo and pee-pee and farts. Wow. Sometimes characters will have names like Mr. Poopy Butthole and Principal Vagina. Those aren't normal names. There's even a character named Fart. Farts are hilarious. We're also gonna have a lot of self-aware meta-humor. Oh, getting meta and self-aware is tight, don't you agree? Honestly, not really my cup of tea. Can we keep this rolling, though? Fair enough. Hey, the Honest Trailers guy just said super easy, barely an inconvenience in his Deadpool 2 video. Oh, is that a reference to something? I mean, yeah, I thought we were having like a self-aware moment. Are we not doing that anymore? Guys, please just keep this going. I gotta put this up on Screen Rant in like an hour. Whoopsie. So what else happens in the show? Oh, Rick burps when he talks because he's an alcoholic. Oh, that's super gross. Yeah, it's gonna be really funny. It's like extra jokes when I don't have any because burps are hilarious. I'm sorry, but I don't see why burping mid-sentence would be funny. Well, for example, maybe he'd be like, Morty, we gotta get to the... Oh, sounds like you're gonna puke. Yeah, I don't really know how to burp on command, but essentially he'd be like, Morty, we have to... Please stop almost puking. You got it, sir. So anything else I should know about? Well, you know how the show Parks and Recreation has a character named Jerry that everyone's mean to? Yeah. Well, I thought it'd be fun to, do exactly that as well. Awesome. Parks and Rec is great. It is. And we're also gonna have really crazy visuals with the alternate dimensions and stuff. Oh, yeah? Yeah, actually, in one episode, we're just gonna have the screen continuously break up into different theoretical parallel universes, and each of them are gonna be slightly different. Oh, wow. Whatever animators we hire are gonna hate you. Yeah, I hope they don't like sleeping. So it must be hard to write storylines with a bunch of alternate dimensions in play. Actually, super easy. Barely an inconvenience. Oh, really? Yeah, whenever I write myself into a corner, I just have Rick use a portal gun or invent some kind of intergalactic device. Very smart. I also have these episodes once in a while called Interdimensional Cable. Oh, what's that? A dumping ground for drug-fueled concepts that I don't know what to do with otherwise. Like what? Like what if a guy had ants in his eyes and people called him Ants in My Eyes Johnson? Oh my god. Yeah, it's gonna be nuts. So what kind of fan base are we trying to attract with this show? The toxic kind. Oh, we are. Yeah, I want fans that are so obsessed with Rick and Morty that they're gonna go nuts in the comment sections anytime someone criticizes the show at all. How are you gonna build an intense fan base like that? By making them feel smart. Yeah. Oh yeah? Yeah, in the midst of all the immature jokes, we're gonna sprinkle some references to science and philosophy and existentialism. So you're gonna give some vague philosophical depth to the poop jokes? Right, so if someone doesn't think the show's funny, our fans will be like, well, clearly you're too dumb to understand it. That's actually gonna work? Trust me, after a couple of seasons, I'm gonna have Rick turn himself into a pickle and people are gonna lose their minds. Wow, I guess make somebody feel smart and they'll buy anything you're selling. Yeah, that is a very, very good observation, sir. Well done. Thank you.
Previously on TVSins.
Well, let's have a look. Redo, we can appraise the appraisal.
Why don't you and I play a game?
I've never watched that show before. I have no idea what that show is about. Let's see. Which one is going to be funny?
Since we're nitpicking this incredible show anyway, why the f does Morty have a coat hung up on the wall here? Does he really have no closet? Or is this a trophy from a serial killing? Rick turns on a light, but the obvious light on the ceiling does not light up, coming from some magical source in a room with only one switch.
Come on, I got a surprise for you. Come on, hurry up.
Gotta go. Gotta get out of here. You're tugging me too hard.
Exact conversation I had with my college girlfriend during Jean-Claude Van Damme night at our local BDSM film dungeon somehow makes it into the show. Look, if you want to know what we're up against here, the mother moon is drawn with such care here that they included the phasing shadow. The level of thought that went into this show is astounding. Well played, show. Well played.
I built it out of stuff I found in the garage.
Did you, though? The trash can and the flashlight, sure. But I'm pretty sure you had to get this high-density bubble glass and these giant screws custom-made. Where did you find the giant cylinder base for the spaceship in the garage? It also looks like most of the stuff that you attach to this thing wouldn't aid in flying, but hinder it. Why would Rick even install seatbelts in the first place? Does he strike you as the kind of person, while throwing together a junk-crafted space-time ship in his garage, stops for a second and thinks, but first, safety. Why are these two so close when Rick clearly landed several feet away when he fell out of the ship? Opening title spoilers. Also, I know Rick and Morty wears its references on its sleeve, but this opening theme song couldn't be more Doctor Who if Tom Baker and David Tennant were in a threesome with the ghost of William Hartnell while Russell T Davies watched. Also, intro promises an episode where Morty is a robot and doesn't come through ever. There are 2 or 3 other things in this the intro promises and doesn't deliver, and I'm calling my local Adult Swim about it. What is this pink liquid? Are the Smiths drinking Pepto for breakfast? I mean, with this family, I guess that might make sense. I mean, if you told me Jerry ends up mixing it with whiskey and has a fondness for barbed wire, I wouldn't say you were wrong.
2 + 2.
Jessica.
Hilarious that Rick said that school was exactly this, and it happens as soon as Morty gets to school. But this isn't the first day, is it? What did they get taught in the time leading up to this?
You know what I named these? My little Mortys. Do you know what I want you to do with them?
Rename them?
Honestly, this kind of joke deserves a sin removal, but he's dreaming about this. So he's dreaming about Jessica showing him her boobs, having her call them her little Mortys, and then negging her for it. It's like he mastered Neil Strauss's The Game, but is only good at it when he's dreaming.
We gotta get the hell out of here and go take care of business.
What's with Dirty Sanchez always having goop in his mouth and the constant belching? With this level of acid reflux, I'm guessing Rick's ulcers are on the verge of ending his life. I'm just saying if we don't find out in a future episode that the belching and the mouth splooge is actually caused by an interdimensional species that lives in his gut bacteria, I'll lose a lot of respect for the show.
Now, if you just stick with me, Morty, we're gonna be... Holy crap, Morty, run!
That was my favorite part of episode 1.
Punchline past partaking of perfectly palatable people.
We're gonna die!
First act ends on a cliffhanger for a commercial break, only to return with Rick and Morty no longer in danger and the monster gone, and nobody mentioning it again. And sure, there could be some sort of comedic point about the worthlessness of commercial cliffhangers, but you'd think a show like this might acknowledge it a little bit.
Just take these shoes, Morty.
I convenience them out of my lab coat of conveniences.
These things really bring it all together. You have to turn them on, Morty!
Sure, Rick looks like a total asshole for not telling Morty about turning the shoes on before he fell into the ravine, but Morty's kind of an asshole for being this trusting of Rick and deciding to dive in headfirst without even a question. Morty survives this. Is he immortal? Yeah, it's a cartoon, I get it, but in what alternate universe can a leg broken in at least 3 places continue to stay elevated like this?
I went into a future dimension with such advanced medicine that they had broken leg serum at every corner drugstore.
Nice, echoing of the Back to the Future line there. But what kind of place is it that people are breaking their legs so much that a broken leg serum is a viably mass-produced medicine? Rick separates this seed, but there is somehow a full seed in each half. Now, knowing this show, that could completely be intentional, and is some sort of paradoxical joke that will be retconned into a storyline in season 42. But the pickings here be slim, so for now,
I'm gonna need you to take these seeds into the bathroom, and I'm gonna need you to put them way up inside your butthole, Morty.
Morty full of grace.
And he's like serious. I remember that part. He's serious.
Drunken asshole and an unreliable
way up there.
Didn't he tell Morty?
What do you think? I can just do it all by myself?
And now he's saying he's done this lots of times? Maybe Rick just wanted to spend time with Morty, I'll grant that, but I'm taking my sin and going home.
Come on, Morty. Please, Morty. You have to do it, Morty.
Man, Rick says Morty at least 100 times in this first episode. I'm sure it's on purpose for some sort of comedic effect.
You know what?
Damn, the effect
I'll
was
get
on
back
quick.
to that.
Why didn't you notify us?
Have you not been getting the messages? I've been leaving
I'll
with
get
Morty's
back to
grandfather.
Sure, this principle is
No,
dumb, but
note
if
that.
he's been calling Morty's grandfather and leaving messages that apparently have been going unheeded for 2 months, wouldn't you try and call the parents at work? Isn't that how you got in contact with them this time? Wait, is there just an unguarded portal just lying around at this airport? No employees, no other people waiting in line?
Oh, look, honey, it's our son with Albert Eindouche.
I mean, Nikola Tesla was right there, but Sure, whatever. Sure, this background joke is hilarious because it's a towing company that has a mascot that's a toe with eyes named Toe, whose catchphrase is I tow, which could both be interpreted as I am doing towing, as well as hello, my name is Toe. But the important thing to note here is that toes don't bend like that.
I didn't know hanging out with you was making me smarter. Temporary superintelligence is just a side effect of the mega seeds dissolving in your rectal cavity.
Oh, really? Then why did Morty only show superintelligence when you asked him questions to fool his mom and dad?
Yeah.
It was rather convenient, but how can I hate this show? The synths don't matter.
And I needed those seeds real bad.
Not in this episode, you didn't, meaning those seeds are about the MacGuffiniest thing to ever mac all over my guffins.
Oh.
Agent Hurley, I want you to give this scumbag a cavity search. I'm talking Roto-Rooter.
Yeah, very nosy.
All right, I want to get back to that scene where he says Morty all the time before I forget. I'm letting my partner watch Rick and Morty for the first time, right? And she actually brought that up. She's like, why does he keep saying Morty so many times? And I've never noticed that until she brought it up. And now that I'm watching TVSins, that is hilarious. Guys, this is the episode. This is part 3 of Who Did It Better? Pitch Meeting or TVSins, where we put 2 popular YouTubers together and we let them duke it out. So if you're new and you're watching, we do like a bunch of reactions in gaming. So guys, let me know who did it better. Who did this Rick and Morty better? Pitch Meeting or TVSins? I'm gonna post it in my community post later today, and I want you guys to vote. You guys will be the decisive winners. I think, personally speaking, TVSins got Pitch Meeting, and you know, guys, you know, the OGs know that I love Pitch Meeting. For all you new guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, check out these other videos, and stay updated stay updated with everything PLC 85. As always, my name is Will. Don't forget, where there's a will, there's a way. Stay gold, my friends, and thank you for watching.